Hey YouTube, this is Fighter Jet Keck. I'm back here with a brand new video for you guys. So besides watching UFC fights and making YouTube videos, a third passion that I have is making my own jewelry. One of my all-time favorite UFC fighters is the Suga Show, Sean O'Malley, and so I figured, why not combine those two into a video? In this video, I'm going to be making a Sean O'Malley inspired chain. But before we get into the video, there are a few things I would like to discuss. The first thing I want to go over is the actual chain itself. I'm new to jewelry making. I can't yet make a pendant that actually resembles Sean O'Malley or his logo or anything along the lines of that. So for this video, I am just going to be doing something that's very cheap and inexpensive. So if you're looking for something that's more high-end and more detailed, I'm not at that skill level yet to make it, but if you subscribe, I'd love to make something in the future that's more resembling to Sean O'Malley or his logo. The second thing I'm going over is what I'm using is very cheap, it's inexpensive, you can buy it at your local craft store. So while it is cheap, there is a chance it could break if you are going to do this yourselves. Just would like to throw that out there. So if something does break or happen, just know it probably is because it's not the most expensive material that can hold up and last for a while. And the third thing I want to go over is let me know if you try this yourself, let me know how your experience goes, post a picture on the internet, post a video, let me know. I want to see you guys try this, let me know how it comes out. And also let me know if you like these jewelry making videos, because I'd like to make more of these in the future. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the video. The first thing first, we're going to go over the material list.
Alright, so I will leave a link to everything in the description down below that you can use to make this yourself. But first things first, you're going to need 2 pairs of pliers. The pliers you are going to use to open and close your jump rings. The second thing, you will need a clasp. You have to close this, whether it's a bracelet or a necklace. You have to be able to close it with the clasp. And you are going to need jump rings. Specifically, I have 2 different kinds. I bought these both for $10 each at my local Hobby Lobby. The next thing I want to go over is when I refer to a jump ring being as opened, it will look like this. And when I refer to a jump ring being closed, it will look like this. Now to open it, all you have to do is take your pliers and just twist it back so that way it looks like this. To close it is the exact opposite. You will force it back in a position like this. Now this next step is optional, but it might be easier if you're starting off. But you could take 2 jump rings and just put them through some tie wire or a twisty tie or a bread tie or something along the lines. Just a small bit of wire that you could hold, and it might make it easier to hold your jump rings in place, especially when the chainmail is very short. So you will start off with your 2 closed jump rings, and the next step you will simply take 2 open jump rings and you will insert them so they go through both of the 2 closed jump rings. After you put your 2 open ones through your 2 closed ones, you are then going to close the 2 open ones so they look like this. This is called the staircase step because you want your 2 jump rings that you previously just installed to go through your last ones looking like this. So now, holding a total of 4 jump rings, you should now take 2 open jump rings and put them through your total of 4 closed ones, keeping them in the position going upward like I previously showed you. If you have to go back and pause to look at it, feel free to do that. After they go through 4, you are then going to close them up like we previously did, and you're just going to continue this process until you have a chain to your desired length. So similar to the last process, you're going to take 2 open jump rings, you're going to put them through a total of 4 closed jump rings, and then you will then close those jump rings back up. You can do this with any colored jump rings, but with the ones I'm using, this is what the pattern should look like. After your chain gets to roughly 3 inches, you can then remove the tie wire if you use that step. Now I will show you how to add a clasp. To open that, take 1 open jump ring, insert the clasp into it like this, and then you will then insert it to 2 closed jump rings at either end of your chain. I then continued this process until the chain got to roughly 19 inches because I feel that works good around my neck. You can simply measure it around your neck or your wrist depending on if you want a necklace or a bracelet made out of it. Your next step after your chain is to your desired length, you are going to go through and find any jump rings that aren't closed all the way and close them. Now to close your chain at either one of the ends, you are now going to take 1 open jump ring, insert it through 2 at either end, and then close it. You can add more if you want to be able to adjust it from medium, short, and long in length size, but I'm only going to keep 1 because that's personally how I like to wear my chains. Now these steps with the pendant are optional, but I'm going to show you how to do them anyway. So I feel like this rainbow pendant reminds me of the tennis chains that Sean O'Malley will wear, and I also feel like the basketball reminds me of his iconic celebration where he acts like he's shooting the basketball. I am opening up the basketball pendant jump ring that's hanging on the end, and I'm going to insert that into the rainbow circle pendant, and then I'm going to close that up.